hold up. I didn't see you over there. Look at that! We have the scooter route. We can ride on roads. There's a beautiful sun. Isn't that fantastic? Which leads me to a tutorial. Probably haven't done one in quite a while, which means we're doing one with the scoot. What are we learning today? How to do a manual. You know, those little things like that, and then you go whee, and then you try to keep your balance. Well, if you follow all these steps and practice it, by the end of this video, you will be able to land it. Either way, let's start. Alright everyone, first of all, you gotta figure out how do you stand on your scooter. We got regular, toes pointing to the right side, and we got goofy, toes pointing to the left side. Now, obviously, everyone has a side that they actually do it. Alright, you're probably done figuring out what side you are. Now, you actually got kind of 3 different type of manuals. The classy one, 2 foots like this, or the one that's for a little bit different but still the same concept is you have your foot slightly on the manual.
I mean the brake.
When you do your manual, you control it with your brake. And the last one, we got the one when your back foot is on the deck, you balance yourself with your other leg like this. Alright everyone, so we're gonna start with the classical manual, which is both of your feet on the deck, touching not the brake, or neither using one of your foot as balance. Now, to actually explain what is actually going on, I'm obviously going to take one foot off because I can't keep balance just not moving. So what you want to try to do is find your center of gravity. Now, if you're someone that's a bit weighs more, your center of gravity is going to be slightly more different versus someone that's a lot more lightweight. Now, it's kind of like a practice run, you'd like to say. You want to try to find your center of gravity. Once you found your center of gravity, while doing a manual, there's 2 things you can do to actually keep your balance. Now, I can't necessarily explain you how to keep your balance since, like I said, it's going to be different for every single person. Some people literally do their manuals like this and it's really weird. Other ones keep it super low like that. Usually I keep it about like that, but like I said, it differs from a person to another person. Now, once you found that out, let's say you're doing the manual and you're about to lose balance. If you're losing it, it's about to touch the ground, what you want to do is, with your foot, you're going to give it a push. So let's say you're like that. You're going to give it a little push to bring it back up to your center of gravity. But let's say if it's the opposite way like that, obviously, you're going to let go of your leg a bit, and with your bars, you're going to put it more downward. So, as you can tell from the slow-mo, whenever I was losing it, I would push it to bring it back forward to me, so then I would get back my center of gravity, or the other way around. If it was too much this way, I would bring it back down. Now, it doesn't occur that often, but when it does, you just bring back your bars more downward to get back your center of gravity. Now, let's move on to the modified manual that I like to call when you put your foot slightly onto the brake. Now, it's a bit the same concept, but instead of actually pushing like this, you're just gonna press the brake to slow down. And let's say if you're rolling like this and you press the brake, your scooter is gonna go downward or upward. While you're pressing the brake, you're gonna kind of reposition yourself to get back your center of gravity instead of giving it a big push like that to get back your center of gravity. Now, actually, I'm not a professional at those, but I'll try to get my best to get an example. As you can tell, there wasn't that much action of almost dying on my back or too much forward and almost flipping over my scooter. It's basically just pressing down the brakes just brings back your center of balance. Now let's move on to the last type of manual, the one that looks like a swinging chair. Now, whenever you do these, your back foot is going to be onto the deck and you're going to use your other leg to balance your center of gravity. And whenever you're about to lose it, It's like you're swinging your leg to bring back the balance. I'm not exactly sure how to explain how that works, but there's not really much to say. It's mostly something of like practice that you get used to it. Either way, let's roll an example. So as you could tell, whenever I was actually swinging my leg, I was swinging it just enough to actually bring back my balance. Whenever you're actually really good at manuals, you can throw in some other tricks like bar spin or tail whip and obviously other things. And let's get 2 clips. These were a little couple of combos. Obviously there's much more to it. I've seen some riders do crazy thing with manuals and it's just incredible. But these are the basics. Get to learn it quick because it's quite a sick trick and it's fun to actually execute the trick. Now, you know what to do. Go down below, press the like, subscribe, turn on post notification bell. And if you don't do it, then you will never be able to learn this trick. Yeah, that's like the only sentence I actually have to say. Yeah, okay.